And good morning, everyone. This is Keter. It is 8 a.m. in the great state of misery, and I'm back to play more Vampire Bloodlines. Yesterday, I started my playthrough of this classic RPG from Troika, and I finished the tutorial then, and everything went according to plan, except for the fact that after viewing the VOD, I realized my game audio was too loud, so I lowered it to about 70%. Anyway, I'm gonna begin the game proper after finishing the tutorial. So we've been sent to Santa Monica on behalf of the prince to get phat, loot, and XP. And we're here. Just to recap, basically I optimized my character for social interactions. I have a starting persuasion of 7, which means I'm gonna be blowing through persuasion options until at least maybe Chinatown. That's, I think, the first time I'll probably have to upgrade my scholarship or charisma, and I don't even have to put any more points to charisma because there's a magic item later in the game in, I believe, Hollywood, which gives you +1 to charisma, which is really, really nice. Anyway. So, let me check my quest log. I have these. None here because I haven't been to these places. Downtown, we survived the tutorial. Yay! And for Santa Monica, my quest is that the prince wants me to meet with Mercurio, who will meet outside real quick. So, first things first, I'm gonna loot this treasure chest. And by treasure chest, I mean fridge. As a Ventru, I get blue blood packs instead of regular blood packs. These are like, I guess, potions of cure critical wounds from a Neverwinter Night's perspective. Whereas members of other clans just get the regular blood packs, basically just potions of cure light wounds.
Though marine biologists that have examined the
massive gelatinous creature.
Have never seen anything like it in the
yeah, that's basically Zimitsi. Himself.
From a yet undiscovered family of sea creatures. A massive
just gonna loot everything in my bathroom.
Washed up on the beaches of Providence, Rhode Island, has scientists scratching their heads.
Hey, the password for your computer is Sunrise. Keep the cash in the drawer. It's yours. I dropped you an email with my address. Come on over after you get settled, okay?
Though marine biologists that have examined the monster have commented
Quest.
that they have never seen
At your convenience, please come and visit me in my house, in my home downtown. I'll leave you this to guide you. Dark blood or curse, alight this verse. Such power I sense in one so young. Come find me where burns the mystical sun. M. Strauss, Tremere Region. Oops. That's not how you close things.
Around midnight by fishermen who contacted the Coast Guard after their attempts to hail the ship proved futile.
Ooh, that's like foreshadowing there. We're going to be going to the Elizabeth Dane at the end of, I believe, chapter 1?
No word as of yet as
or was it, no, in the middle of chapter 2.
The Coast Guard are asking any
I
ships
think.
that had contact with the Elizabeth Dane to assist them in their search. We'll have more on this story as it breaks. In other news, an apparent third victim...
I need to check something first. Okay, everything is working fine. Back to the game. Continue. Alt-tabbing is a bit wonky in this game because it has no windowless bordered mode, and I'd rather not have the borders in the windowed mode. It's kind of distracting. Oh right, that's the one I forgot to set up. I forgot to set up my chat monitor.
With information relating to this case to contact them.
Tap.
Actor Ash Rivers is lucky to be alive after his car crashed into
Hey, there's an NPC we'll meet in Hollywood.
Witnesses say that they were shocked when the Negative Zero star emerged unscathed and apparently unfazed by his high-speed accident. Rivers' agent released a statement stating that Rivers' crash was due to a mechanical problem and that the studio is not pursuing legal action against Rivers for the trademark gate's destruction. Miraculously, this is the second crash Rivers has escaped unharmed in the last year. A massive gelatinous
because he's being hunted by vampire hunters.
Providence, Rhode Island has scientists scratching their heads.
So, Rhode Island, Providence, that's kind of like a reference to Cthulhu and also Zimitsi himself in this, in this context.
That have examined the monster have commented that they have never seen anything like it in the cephalopod family before. They speculate that it could be from a yet undiscovered family of sea creatures. A massive gelatinous...
Oh, you're just looping now. Okay, I'm gonna close that. So, we're gonna go to our computer, where you have to type in the commands. Sunrise. Email for Suckhead. Sorry. A reminder. From the prince himself, Mercurio will contact you when you arrive in Santa Monica. Waste no time in meeting with him. Alright, next message. Dang, it's big, you know, you even get spam. Now, you might be tempted to delete this, but there are bugs with this computer system, and you shouldn't be deleting emails because otherwise quests can get stuck. I'm not exactly sure what happens, but I've just been told that it's a bad idea to do it. So I don't do it. Kilpatrick's Computer. Arthur at dirtcheapinternet.vtm. Looking for that lazy-ass ex-husband who's late on his alimony payments? How about that jerk who knocked you up? Look no further. With Arthur Kilpatrick's amazing Computer, you can find almost anyone with a record, and these days that's just about everyone. So come on down to Arthur Kilpatrick's bail bonds. That's a side quest provider. If you've got the deadbeat, we've got the technology to find him. Here's an email from Mercurio. Hey, welcome to town. Come on over to my place once you get situated and we'll talk about what you'll need to get the job done. I'm going to pick up explosives right now, some Astrolite. I should be back by the time you come over. I'm at 24 Main Street in number 4. Walk to the end of the alley and my building is the next one on the right. And the ominous email. The opening from a friend. Spoiler alert, it's Smiling Jack. The game begins upon his move. Actually, no, it's never... They never point out who a friend is. It's either Kane or Smiling Jack or both. I'm gonna lean with Smiling Jack because it's just so jarring how an old, dirty pirate like him is using email. And basically, that's basically what they're doing. They're using me to assassinate all the asshole vampires in this part of the world. Oh yeah, this radio thing.
LA. You're up way past your bedtime, aren't you? Hope you've
It's Deb of Night and her talk show. I don't have time for that right now, so I'm gonna just go on with the main quest. Hey, another quest. Carnival of Death. Gruesome remains found on the pier. Police baffled. It was a vampire. Violating the masquerade by revealing aspects of supernatural existence to humankind puts me at risk of ambush by human vampire hunters, and those are bad news.
You got some change, mister?
Get a job, peasant.
Cheap ass!
Oh, I forgot to grab the cash. Well, like with my other playthrough, I have a no reloading policy. I only reload if I die. Oh, I forgot to take the cash. I could have gotten a cheap humanity point from him. Anyway, since I'm a good guy vampire, chances are I'm gonna max out my humanity anyway, so I just saved, what, $5 or $10 by not giving him money. Feels bad, though. Cutscene time! Unskippable cutscene time. And there's Mercurio. Yeah, that's totally Mercurio. 24 Main Street. Was it 2? Was it the 24? Yes, it was 24 Main Street. Gasp, how did I know that? Well, I've played this game before. Can I talk to you again? I cannot. Anyway, let's talk to this guy.
Yes, is there something I can help you with?
What are you doing?
Waiting for that blasted tow truck I called an hour ago. I'd rather not wait another second in this part of town, this time of night. It's a rather dreadful place, don't you think? I should have listened to my mechanic. By German, he said.
Terribly sorry to trouble you. My wallet's been stolen and I need to take a cab.
Oh, I completely understand. Here, take a few bucks.
Money!
I wouldn't be surprised if in this neighborhood you were pickpocketed. Anyhow, good evening, and do be careful.
$20, thank you.
Oh, Moopsy is going to be so upset with me. Where is that damn tow truck?
Meet me in the alley.
I've suddenly got the urge to walk down
Dominate.
the dark and foreboding alley over there. Care to join me?
I'll meet you there.
Oh, what is that on my loafer?
So this is basically like the trademark ability
Good
of
luck
Clan
finding
Venture.
a day around here.
Combined with my persuasion, I can pretty much blow through a lot of encounters here without actually entering combat. And now I get to eat this guy through dialogue. I think.
I'm going to need a shower.
I guess I have to. Yeah, I have to actually use the feed command on it. Yep, just gonna refill my mana. All right, we've topped off. Yeah. Time to go on with the main quest. Jump, jump. I'm an FPS player. I have this, I'm trained to jump around a lot. So, yeah, I'll probably have to unlearn that so as to not make it so jarring. I have to roleplay after all. I have to pretend I'm not a vampire. I can just hippity-hoppity around.
Those rip me
Goodness.
off. I'm dying here.
Are you Mercurio?
Yeah. You looking for the Astrolite? I can feel a draft on my fucking insides. They shanked me, the bastards. The blood ain't working no
I need
more.
to move this.
My head, it feels
Click.
cracked. Oh, I think my eyes popped.
You want me to call an ambulance?
What? No. I got a record back east. I'm heat date. Don't touch that phone. No goddamn cops.
What happened to you?
I went... what is this lump? Is this my rib? Oh, holy shit. My rib is poking through my side? Oh, I'm all numb. You gotta look and tell me.
It's a broken bottle. Now tell me what happened to you.
Goddamn chemist. Can't trust any operators in L.A. I verified him. Organizations seem reliable. Guy mixes up speed. His crew sells it. Occasionally does explosives. I set up a drop. I show up at the beach with the money, right? 4 of his guys, they come out of nowhere. Junky pricks hit me with a bat. It feels like I got a friggin' horse kick in it. I never should have gone alone. Amateur move. I should have handled those pricks. Goddamn dirty Cali rat bastards. Those cocksuckers beat me rotten, left me for a stiff. Had to crawl to my car, crawl my ass up here. The vamp blood's the only thing holding me together. But shit, they got the money, they got the Astrolite.
The vamp blood?
Right, you're straight off the bus. Once a month I get fed vampire blood. Heals me faster, makes me stronger than a normal human. I don't age. By looking at me, you wouldn't realize it, but I'm almost 60.
So now, Mercurio just explained how ghouls work. By feeding a human vampire blood without first draining all of their blood, it transforms them into a ghoul instead of a vampire. A ghoul is magically enslaved to the vampire feeding it blood. And the ghoul doesn't age. Their age is basically frozen at the time they were turned into a ghoul. And they're basically immortal as long as they keep drinking vampire blood once per month. However, if they're not fed vampire blood once per month, what happens is that their true age starts catching up to them. I think it's like 1 year per day. So if you've like been a ghoul for let's say 100 years, for each day you don't have blood, you age by 1 year, and then you just die of old age real quickly. So where do I find the Astrolite now? Also, him explaining how ghouls are made will allow us to get our own ghoul.
Those small-time sons of bitches live out in a dump on the beach. 4 or 5 of them. The one's got the explosives is Dennis. Got my money too, that prick.
So as for ghouls, the main advantage they have is they're basically an agent of the vampire that is still human for the most part, who can operate in under sunlight and will not betray the vampire because, you know, they're kind of enslaved by the vampire. How do I get there?
Laying in a pool in my own blood and you want friggin' directions. Right, alright. Down the street, in the parking garage, stairs down to the beach. On the right. Those better not be some of my last words.
Anything else?
You gotta Gotta get it back from him. Maybe reason with him, maybe break in. I don't know. I want to kill him. Do whatever you people do. I blew it, I know.
Is there anything I can do to help you?
Yeah, if you could... Oh, something just started leaking. I need something for the pain.
I'll bring something back for you.
One more thing. About the deal. I mean it. You tell anyone about this, I'm dead. I'm begging you. I got a way of getting people what they need. You don't say anything, I can help you out.
Good to know. Goodbye. So, the volume seems a bit low. I might have to just change. I think it's an issue with the background music just being obnoxiously loud because it wasn't balanced right. So, since there's no music in most parts of the game, aside for the subtle background music, that should be fine to raise it back up to full. Alright, so we have a quest. He needs painkillers, and I need to grab the Astrolite. So, I guess let's do the side quest first.
Need something, pal?
I'm okay, I was just looking for someone.
Oh man, wait! Say that again!
Okay, I'm looking for someone.
Oh man, you're a vampire, aren't you?
Let's say I am. What's it to you?
Hell yeah! Oh man, I knew it! Oh jeez, I knew you were, I just could tell, oh man, this is great! And then I saw your teeth and I was like, damn, it was like I could just sense you. The name's Knox Harrington. Pleasure to meet you. Oh man.
Are you a vampire? How do you know all of this?
I'm a ghoul. I didn't know about any of this stuff until a couple of months ago, when this guy just appeared and, well, all of a sudden, BAM! Whoa, man! Vampires are real and right there in front of my eyes! Blew my goddamn...
He's wearing a jacket with a cartoon vampire on it. You said you were a ghoul. What is that?
Well, the way it was explained to me, whenever a vampire lets a human drink some of their vampire blood, human gains a little vampire power.
Vampire power.
Quick and that kind of stuff. Jeez, oh man. Then they're a ghoul and ooh, watch out.
Who was the vampire that made you a ghoul?
Oh man, I really wish I could tell you, but I don't think I'm supposed to. But it's really cool to be talking to you because I don't get a lot of chance to talk to vampires, oh man! Well, other than my master, so I thought I'd just say, what's up,
You like being a ghoul?
It's awesome! Man, after that first date, the vampire blood, it's like the best drug. Oh man, I'm telling you, it's like, well, it didn't mess me up. It just made me feel like I was better at everything. I felt like a god just sucking on that nasty dude's wrist.
So what are you doing around here?
Well, look, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I'm on a secret mission for my master. Well, hey! It's been great talking to you, man. But I better be going. Oh, man! Important stuff to do.
See you around.
Hey, buddy, go your own way.
Right, so let's... they're blocking the thing.
No.
Move. There we go.
I don't think...
So they added a bunch of NPC replies if you bump into them. This can be quite obnoxious. So basically I'm gonna be here to I guess rob the place. Oh, I don't think I have enough security to break through. To lockpick the doors. You know what? Let's talk to this lady.
Please, wait your turn and you'll be seen.
I'm here to work on the network upstairs.
Nobody told me to expect any technicians.
Just detective babble. While your driver complex is a security naggle in the IP routing matrix.
Fine, whatever. Here's the key for the second floor. Stairs are down the hall. Tell the guard upstairs you're here to work on the network.
Thanks. I hope I'm in time to salvage the Uni VBE server. Bye. Technobabble. Hey, look, it's our future ghoul.
Please, get a doctor.
I'll see what I can do.
My insides. It hurts so bad.
There's like a doctor here. Yep.
I'm sorry, sir, but you're going to have to wait outside like everyone else. No exceptions.
But there's this girl over here. I think she's gonna die.
See here now, I'm the only physician here at the moment. We got twice as many people as usual waiting for treatment. I'll look at her as soon as possible. Try to talk to her. Keep her awake.
But
I've got a man in there with a bullet in his head. My nurse paged Dr. Roberts a half hour ago. He'll be here any time. Till then, stay with your friend and make sure she doesn't go into shock. I must go.
okay. All right, let's save her with the blood.
Can someone call my grandma, please?
Stay with me. I can save you. That's a really long groan there for really short subtitles. Maybe my blood can save you. I must have really, really sharp fingernails because I just cut my wrist with my fingernail. Hey, it's a green-eyed redhead waifu. You right?
You... Who are you? Oh, what did you do? What did you do to me?
Nothing, I'm just a nurse.
No, you did something. I can feel it. It's fixing me. I kissed your wrist. What did you do?
Look, forget about this and don't say anything. You'll be fine.
I feel like I know you. Like you've always been here.
I really must be going now. Quest, you saved the girl in the Santa Monica clinic by giving her your blood. You should look out for her later as she is now your ghoul. Yeah! We got a sidekick. So while we're here, we're just gonna randomly look at stuff. I can't read that. It's the patient's mental state over the past 2 years might best be described as emotionally unstable. The patient has a mild form of schizophrenia. Police Chief, Santa Monica Police Department. Okay, I wonder if there's a non-pixelated version of that available on the internet, because that's kind of hard to read. Hey, we're just gonna rob the place. We're a vampire now. It's okay. And look, here's our first skill book. The Computers for Grandma. Computers for Grandma. To begin, put the foot pedal on the desk and push the power button on the metal box. This is the house for your friend computer Chip, the enchanted electronic pixie that can do 4.8 billion calculations per second. Wow, that's fast, Chip. Do you see an image on the magical computer window? Reading this will boost your computer knowledge. This is appropriate probably for my grandmother, but I don't know. Grandmothers nowadays tend to be more computer savvy than this. So this is a skill books in this game are for either, how do I describe this? They either get you to one or there's like 3 tiers. Basic skill books will improve your skill from 0 to 1 or 1 to 2. The intermediate skill books improve it from 2 to 3 or 3 to 4. And the highest level skill books, the expert ones, improve it from 4 to 5. So it costs the same amount of XP to increase computer, like for 1 point or 2 points. So I can just read it freely without worrying about wasting XP. And that improved my computer skill by 1, and I can add another 1 to it if I want to. But I don't really want to. So let's see if we can hack anything with our meager computer skill. Email. Hacking. It works! I am the hacker known as 4chan. A little help. Hey Danny, I could use a little help down here. Can you go up to controlled substances for some morphine? I'm pretty busy right now. Thanks, F-Dog. Fred Dingo. No, it's not for my personal use, you bastard. I didn't know they were out upstairs. Maybe you can get some in Malcolm's office. By the way, your mother wears combat boots. Oh shit, that's cold, but I'll make sure to knock before I go in. I'd hate to catch him in the middle of a pelvic examination. And by the way, tell your mom to stop calling me F-Dog. That's a clue right there, that there's morphine in his office. These are their personnel. Yes, I don't really need to read that right now. Alright, so this is, I think, his office, Malcolm St. Martin. You see if I have enough lockpicking. Below skill of 4. So blood buff will get me to 1, 2. You know what, let's improve dexterity because it improves lockpicking and sneaking. So with 4 XP, I basically improve lockpicking and sneaking, which would be 6 XP if I were to, you know, do it that way. So now I can do a blood buff to break in. And we got the morphine. Yay, for Mercurio. And let's see if we can hack this thing. Email. Panacea. Oh wow. I am a hacker. Tonight? From P. Bennis at ssmcmail.vtf. Malcolm, are you free tonight? I thought you could swing by my apartment after your shift. You do still make house calls, don't you, Doctor? I have something that needs to be checked out. Do I really have to ask twice? We don't have to do anything if you don't want. But I really do need some help studying for my anatomy test. Please? Guess I'll see you around 5. I'm really glad you finally decided to come over. And if you should want me to show my appreciation, you just have to ask. Malcolm, you think you'll be able to get a day off next week? My mother's coming into town on Thursday. I bought a new mattress and some new curtains for the guest room. And do you think you can pick up some donuts and orange juice on the way home for breakfast? That's his actual wife, or as I guess her his side piece's Paige. Alright, so I guess let's turn in this let's go back to Mercurio's apartment and give him the morphine. It should give me like 1 XP, I think. Mercurio? I brought you some morphine. Hold still.
Oh, holy Christ, I needed that.
Hope that helped. Goodbye. Humanity gained. Yeah, we're now at humanity. Wow, holy crap. Humanity 9. Now, in the actual game, it is actually very difficult to maintain your humanity above 7. Heck, even maintaining humanity 7 in a normal chronicle is hard enough in and of itself, because you know you'll be fighting lots of things and you'll be doing a lot of bad stuff as a vampire. And the way it's implemented in this game is different.
That's the kind of thing that makes you lose your faith in.
I'm just gonna eavesdrop on their conversation.
Second worst thing I've ever seen.
Poor bastard down there is torn in 2. By the looks of it, you think someone tied him to 2 horses and raced them in opposite directions. What could you have possibly seen that was worse than what's down there?
It was about 3 years ago up in Malibu. Found this guy on the beach. Looked like, I don't know, an animal attack.
Shark bite?
Nah, I'd seen shark bites. This was something different. Like whatever killed him. The head was missing, the hands were missing. And there were these huge slashes, but...
Bullshit.
No. Guy was literally slashed to ribbons. The worst part was I was waiting for the meat wagon. Like someone was watching me.
So the music is really loud and the voices are really soft. That's what I'm noticing. So I'm glad I have the subtitles on. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to make out some of what they're saying.
Maybe it was a werewolf. Woo! Or a vampire. Woo!
Werewolves are in this game, so are vampires. Also, ghosts are in this game. Clan, a group of vampires who share common characteristics passed on by the blood. There are 13 known clans. The curse of fast loading times.
Up there. Through that chain link gate and up those stairs.
What?
Those men you're looking for.
How do you know I was looking for someone?
Never mind. You wouldn't understand.
Well, thanks. So I guess let's talk to these dudes before we head up that quest thing.
Listen, it's like I've told you types about 1,000 times now. We know we can't hunt round here, alright? We're minding our own business. No reason to hassle the weaklings.
You see any thugs come through here carrying bats?
You should try up there, through that chain link gate. A couple of real nasty looking bloods come out there a couple of times a night.
Cool, now who are you guys exactly?
You mean you ain't here to run us off?
No, is that common?
We're getting pretty sick of it. Someone's sighting domain, or in the worst cases, hunting us for sport.
What? Why?
Dunno. We all seem to have come down with the same disease. Oh, hell, who am I kidding? We're a bad horror show, alright? We seem to be the runts, the mistakes. You types call us thin bloods. I say we're all equally screwed.
Thin bloods? But what clan are you from?
Clan? See, I've heard all that before. And I still don't know what the hell anyone's talking about. I'd like to know just what I've become. We'd all like to know just what the hell kind of devil's contract we've apparently signed.
How'd this happen to you?
I'd just come to town for the surf tourney. Seems like years ago, but it's, well, been about 6 months now. Every night during the finals, I used to hit the local diner after the beach parties fizzled out in the AM. That's where I met her.
Please continue.
She had a natural beauty. Not like all the plastic dolls littering the sand. Her name was Lily. I remember introducing myself, the way she seemed grateful for the company. Well, a few nights after our meeting, we were on the beach alone and...
Go on.
She tried to tell me what she was, but I didn't understand. And so she showed me. I was furious with her when I took it all in. I cursed her and left, never really knowing what I was. Well, I realise now how she must have felt. So here I am now, a mystery to myself.
Is Lily dead?
Clinically, yes. But honestly, I don't know. I suppose I'd have moved on by now if I didn't think she'd show up one of these nights. There's a lot I've got left to say to her.
You do know you're vampires, right?
That's what Lily tried to tell me. But what I don't understand are the rules, and the terms, and the reasons some of them are at our throats claiming we're harbingers of the apocalypse. That's what I want to know.
Are all these others here thin bloods as well?
Aye. Most of them just recently arrived in LA. Got chased off by the Sabbath or some such
That's
thing
the
from their
Sabbath.
home cities. They're more in the dark than I am. They're a good bunch, but well, they've been through a lot. It's affected them.
Maybe I should look into this whole thin blood thing.
Well, I hope you had better luck than I did. No one's been particularly friendly to me in this city. The only reason we're in Santa Monica is because we haven't been chased out yet.
I'll ask around, see what I can dig up.
Oh, we'd appreciate it. Oh, before I forget, name's E. The black-haired beauty over there's Rosa. Sees the future, so she says. That nervous bloke is Copper. And the one who can't speak so well's Julius. Kids gloves with them. They've had it rough.
Any idea where I might begin looking for information?
Seems no one will talk about it. This all started that night in the diner. Maybe you could start there.
I'll see what I can do. Goodbye.
Thin blood. Looks thick enough to me.
Quest. E is interested in knowing what thin bloods are. He knows only what his sire Lily told him before he parted ways with her. You might want to check out the Surfside Diner in town to see if she's there. So this is Julius, I think?
Evening.
He's really twitchy. Are you okay?
It's nothing.
Do I scare you?
No. I have a speech problem. Sorry.
Sorry to bother you. Goodbye.
Hi.
Do you know who the head vampire is?
What are you talking about?
If the head vampire dies, we all become human again, right?
Only in the movies. I'm not gonna lie to him.
Oh. But, how about blood transfusions? If I get a full blood transfusion, I can become human again, right?
No, I think it's permanent.
What? Oh, no. There's nothing I can do?
You can try not to let your condition defeat you.
But how? I don't want this. I want to be human again.
The dead can never live again, but they can survive. Do you understand? It's gonna be okay, champ. Humanity gain, maxed out. Yeah. Let's talk to Rosa before we leave.
You have been. No, you are going to China.
What are you talking about?
Why is he smiling? The father. Is it the father behind him?
That's a reference to Smiling Jack and Kane. You're not making any sense.
You chased it for the one at the top of the
That's
city.
LaCroix.
On the sea.
Elizabeth Dane.
Oh, on the ground.
Hollywood.
You found it in the crypt.
The Giovanni Mansion.
It's open. Oh, it's open. Oh God, run.
That's at the top of LaCroix's tower in downtown. I don't understand.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I see nothing. Disregard what I say.
So basically, Rosa can see the future. She basically spoils the entire plot of Vampire Bloodlines right here. You have a gift, please. It's very important. Can you tell me anything else?
One hand moves the pieces of the game. The winner keeps his hand on the pawn.
That's me. I'm the pawn. Can you be more specific?
I don't know what I'm saying. Forget what I say.
Can you tell me my fortune? I'll pay you.
Fortune is not your destiny. All of us are unfortunate. Every time I sleep, the future plays out before me. I know the ending. It will end over and over until I cease to dream. I know your questions. For $100, I'll tell you what you don't want to hear. I need money to leave this place.
100? I'll give you 20. Here's my question.
Then ask again.
What's going to happen to me in the next few nights?
The Crimson Ship.
Elizabeth Dane.
He's not who he says she
That's
is.
Ming
He's
Zhao
going to
and Nines.
Dinosaurs.
The museum.
He's furious.
LaCroix.
The man with the crest. The voice in the darkness.
Crest?
Boss. Chinese brothers. Follow the lights to the end of the tunnel. Where do you want to go?
The man with the crest. Is that Beckett? Voice in the darkness is Gary. The Chinese brothers are the Chang brothers. Lights at the end of the tunnel is I guess that's me rescuing Dr. Johansson. And then where do you want to go? That's what Kane asks me in the end game. Who can I trust?
The man on the
Mercurio.
couch. The lone wolf.
Beckett.
All others tread carefully.
Who are my enemies?
Many. Everywhere. Some with swords, some with smiles. But I pity them. You are a remarkable fool.
You got that right. Who has a job I can do?
Those with a lot to say usually have something on their mind. There are many unique individuals around the city. It's almost as if they're waiting for you to ask the right thing. E, for example.
Yep, exactly. Any advice at all? Something that's going to save my life?
Don't open it.
Don't open it. Yeah, that's like an arc word right there. In 5th grade, who stole my bike?
I see the future, not the past.
So am I going to win after all is said and done?
Whether or not you win the game matters not. It's if you bought it.
Yes, I bought the game twice. Goodbye. So before going upstairs, I'm gonna walk up the pier and just explore. And hey, look, there's Beckett in his wolf form. Hi there, Beckett. He's gonna walk away. It's a blink it and you'll miss it moment. So he's been spying on us like throughout the entire game. And we finally get to meet him at the end of chapter 1. Or Act 1 rather, or however it's called. Alright, so this is where we get to view the dead person. Quest log updated. You saw a bloody murder scene on the pier, but weren't able to find out anything significant about the killer, except that the killing was extremely brutal, vicious, and beast-like. You got that right. There's an arcade here. There's really nothing here, but I know some mods use this for some quests. These are basically, I guess, references to other Activision titles like River Raid. I don't know what that is. I guess that must be an old game. Pitfall, Call of Duty, Rampage. Hey, look at that. Yeah, just an Easter egg of their various titles. 13 stimulus in every bottle. 13 yellow snow, sex. Triple team, Dirty Sanchez. So yeah, anyway, let's get back to the main quest. We're gonna go full Lelouch v Britannia on these bad dudes. And there's a stake here for ripping off this guy, but you know I chose not to do it, so I don't have to. Excuse me.
No.
All right, let's go upstairs. Yoink. Combat area. You are entering a combat area. In combat areas, you are free to use the full force. So there are no innocents, but I can sometimes lose humanity. Okay.
Help ya?
Relax. I'm here to buy you know from you know who.
Okay, you can go on it. And if you really want to make my night, go ahead and start some shit in there, because I would love it.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
Damn it, I want to meet somebody.
So I already know where everything is. I'm just gonna go here quick. Hey, there's a computer. Can we hack it? Email. Control C. Nope. Difficulty 5. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I know there's the money. Mercurio's money is here. Quick, take it. Don't get stuck.
Yeah. You look real good at me. Before we do business, before anything changes hands, I want you to hear this. If you try to cross me, I will fuck you. If you tell the cops about me, I will find you, then I will fuck you. And if you are a cop, I will fuck you and your whole family, including that squirrel in your front yard. Now that we know the terms, what can I do to make you walk out feeling like you just flew first class with a cheerleader in your lap?
I'm looking for Astrolite. Got any?
Ain't that a goddamn coincidence? You know you the second person to ask for that tonight? Considering that's not a very popular item, I've really got to wonder why you thought I might have some.
Give me the Astrolite.
Explosives? Fun stuff. You can get yourself a lot of attention that way. I may have something. Why would you need to get your hands on some fireworks?
May want to watch the news tonight.
Hey, look over here.
Looks homemade.
Sure, okay. I got some stuff that'll do the trick. Astrolite. It's like TNT's bigger, meaner cousin with a prison record. I don't like keeping the stuff around. Too dangerous. So I let you have it for a little less than the going rate.
I'm good for the money. Believe me, I'd never rip a guy like you off.
You sure you're good for it? Because all it means to me if you're not is a little late-night shark fishing trip with the boys, if you understand what I'm saying. Here, you hold on to it. But if you don't pay me, your life is shit. Understand?
Yeah, I understand. I'll bring the money as soon as I can. Goodbye. So I just convinced him that, you know, to give me the Astrolite for free. Yeah. Hey, look, it's a screenshot of the, like, pre-alpha version of Vampire Bloodlines. That's a monster we'll be encountering later in the game.
Your ass got perfect.
He's talking as if he's playing a fighting game.
Tension. Inflict some pain.
Alright, so I guess I can just jump down. Oop. Rosa, tell me about the serial
I
killer.
don't know what I'm saying. Forget what I say.
Wait, do you know anything about the murder on the pier?
Murder. Yes. The killer is dead. He moves soon and travels to the heart of the
Downtown,
Angeles,
Hollywood,
the stars.
and Santa Monica once
And then
again.
returns fulfilled and empty once again.
Can you be more specific?
I don't know what I'm saying. Forget what I say.
I know. Goodbye. So basically, we're gonna meet the serial killer in the diner, and then we're gonna run into him again in downtown Los Angeles, in Hollywood, and then finally back in Santa Monica, where we confront him for the last time. The first things first, I'm gonna turn in the Astrolite to Mercurio. Mercurio? I got the Astrolite back.
Yeah? Did you waste those sons of bitches?
No, that's not my style.
Did you get my money back?
I did, here it is.
Oh, you're a lifesaver. I might have to buy some new kidneys with this.
What's the story with this Astrolite?
That Astrolite? Twice as powerful as TNT. Instant demolition. Be on the other side of the world when you engage that timer. You need to make someplace disappear. A warehouse. Looks to be a Sabbat interest.
What's a Sabbat?
You haven't been doing this too long, have you? The Sabbat, as I understand it, are your typical power-hungry movie monsters. They specialize in causing grief. I've tangled what they're like, let me tell you. I didn't enjoy it.
Tell me about this warehouse.
I heard a lot about that operation. Well, I'd love to get in there, get my hands on the equipment they've been unloading. But it'd be suicide to walk in there. Got a small army of trigger-happy types, and they're all packing. I don't know, maybe,
Maybe what?
there's a guy. I never met him, but I heard a lot about him. His name is Tongue. Bertram Tongue. He's one of you types. If there's anyone who knows more than me about this city, it's him. Unfortunately, Tongue's hiding out at the moment.
What? Why?
Tongue's laying low because of Therese. Therese Vorman, you know her? Anyway, word is Therese and Tongue are feuding. I don't know the details. My take's that Tongue thinks he's about to get whacked, so he's gone underground till Therese calls it off. If you want to put that warehouse into orbit anytime soon, you're gonna have to get Therese to call off the feud.
Where can I find her?
She and her sister Jeanette, they run the asylum. Some freaky customers frequent that place. I try not to do business there.
What can you tell me about her?
She's the woman around here. Power player. Nice looking broad for a dead chick, but personality like stone.
I had a question about someone else.
Who exactly?
Jeanette Worman.
Therese I don't like, but I can respect her. Jeanette's different. I don't know what to make of her. She's a little, you know, in the head. I don't know. Therese is, well, like you. And I would think so's Jeanette. But I hear rumors about her.
Rumors?
Alright. Jeanette got a body built for bedrooms. And I got close acquaintances says they conquered that territory. But I asked the main man, and he says you types, you know, can't or don't or do that kind of thing. Anyway, whatever she is, I hear Jeanette's a wild girl.
I had a question about someone else.
Who exactly?
Bertram Tongue.
I don't know him myself. I'd like to meet the guy. Kind of a local legend. He and Therese seem to be contenders for this city. He's crafty. Smart guy. I haven't heard anything bad about him.
I had some questions about people.
Who exactly?
Yourself.
What's to tell? I can get anything anyone wants at any time. Could say it's my calling. Till the Astrolite. Wasn't anything I couldn't handle. Well, back east some shit went down. Big Apple can't go back. I hate LA, but what are you gonna do?
You said something about blood?
Right. You're straight off the bus. Once a month I get fed vampire blood. Heals me faster. Makes me stronger than a normal human. I don't age. By looking at me, you wouldn't realize it, but I'm almost 60.
I got some other questions about Santa Monica.
Specifically?
Know where I can score some guns?
Guns? Guy named Trip up the street. He keeps a few pieces under the table, but he doesn't sell to anybody. Doesn't have a license. I'll give him a call. He'll sell to you. It's the least I can do.
Thanks, goodbye. Alright. Now we know we can buy guns from Trip. And probably sell off some of our items too. For money. So this is the pawn shop. Our haven is on the second floor of this place.
Hey.
Yeah?
How's it going? You, looking to buy or sell or...
I'd like to sell something.
Really? Well, let me see what you got.
Sell. Sell. Hey, gun. Sell that thing too. I don't need it. Okay, now I can sell these. And that's it. We got money, $206.
Thanks for coming back. What you need?
Right. I heard this is the place to pick up some weapons.
Oh, damn it. Who told you that?
Mercurio told me you would help me out.
All right. Look, I can't have every Jesse and Jamie off the street, coming in here and asking about this. It's not cool. I'm not exactly licensed, and these weapons aren't precisely legal. If you catch my drift here.
I understand.
Look, now, I appreciate your business, and I'll sell to you, but don't tell anyone else, okay? Keep your nose clean.
Of course.
All right. Come and take a look, then.
So basically, he just expands his inventory and now sells guns and bullets. But I can now finally buy a knife, but I don't need to because I'm going to get a free knife from Jeanette anyway later down the quest line, so I'm not going to do that. You can also talk to him for other stuff, other background information, but it's just, I guess, general background fluff. So now I'm going to be a... Let's see, should I go to the asylum? No, let's go to... Let's go do this side quest. I've been streaming for a little less than an hour, so I might have time to finish this side quest. Thin Blood. So, look around here. I keep turning my back. I play Team Fortress, and I kind of used to, like, constantly looking behind my back every few seconds just in case there's a spy there. It's a hard habit to break. Here's the diner. There it is.
Mr. Milton, you know who this is, and I do hope you realize that we're still on for tonight. Meet me at the agreed-upon location across from the bar by the underpass. Bring your associate, Mr. Durbin, as it is a two-man job that I am proposing. With any luck, the two of you are already on your way, and I shall see you soon. Goodbye.
Oh, so that's a nice thing they added in the unofficial plus patch. Like you just hear the voicemail version of this conversation when you finally when you break the apartment of one of his victims.
Something I can help you with.
Chilly out there tonight.
I guess.
How are you doing?
I don't see how that's any business of yours.
Sorry, didn't mean to intrude.
Goodbye, then.
What'll it be?
The cream's curdled. I can smell it, and I think those are rat droppings there.
You're the health inspector.
Let me just get my badge, and I'll show you.
You know, at least the last health inspector had the decency to make it clear when he was asking for a bribe. Here's $50. I get to live the dream for another exciting month. Yay.
You excuse me, I have other fine establishments to inspect. Free money!
What'll it be?
You ever see any pale, kind of strange types in here late at night?
Is that a trick question?
Have you ever heard the term thin blood?
Thin blood. Sounds familiar. Is that one of those tropical diseases?
You see any girls hanging out here? Pale girls?
Pale girls. Oh, like the Fitzsimmons albino. Yeah, she hasn't been in here in ages.
Try to remember, where do you hear thin blood?
I know I've heard that before.
Maybe a kind of strange, pretty girl said something about it recently?
Oh, that girl. Nice girl. First decent human being I've seen in here for years. Not like all the junkies and crazies I normally see. Yeah, I remember her. Yeah, weird. She left a tip, but she didn't order a thing. Yeah, she looked so hungry, too. Just sat there all night with a full glass of water in front of her, talking about this and that. She seemed lonely, a little scared, so I let her stay in the booth until we closed. She left some stuff here. You seem to know her. Why don't you give it back to her if you run into her?
Thanks a lot, I'll be sure to do that. Retrieve Lily's belongings. So, girl's photo. August 03, Santa Monica Lily. That's her. At the fire pit in the beach. A purse left behind in the diner. And a bail bond. This is the receipt for a bail bond. The bail bond was for one Rolf Totem. Kilpatrick bail bonds. One get out of jail free. Alright, so I'm gonna go to the bail bond guy. He's gonna give me some side quests. And I also get to use his crime pewter to find out where Rolf Totem is. Here's the bail bond place. Kilpatrick's bail bonds open 24 hours. It's side questing time.
I don't care. I need to find him so he can find him. It's 250 grand of my money on the line here. Look, I'll talk to you later, okay? Let me know if you hear anything about either.
You're listening to The Deb of Night. The only girl who will spend the night with you and leave first thing in the
I guess let's use this first.
Well,
so I think it was Totem. Yep, there is Totem R.
Let's see.
Quest log updated. Rolf Totem. Bond written August 22, 2003. Immigration. Case number 663321. Bond amount $15,000. Type of bond. Collateral. Car. Red Lightning Bird 77. California plate. Guy Coney. Go back to Germania, pal. We don't take the euro in these parts.
How many boats do you own, Vigo?
Hello there. How you been?
Hi.
Welcome to Kilpatrick 24-hour bail bonds. My name's Arthur Kilpatrick. How can I help you?
You run this place, I assume.
Yep, sure do. I'm a third-generation bondsman. Got a few employees, but I handle most every aspect of the business.
I don't see any employees, Arthur.
I gotta have a few other bondsmen to keep the place open 24 hours, plus a bounty hunter. I pull the graveyard shift because that's when all the crazy shit happens in Santa Monica.
Santa Monica doesn't sound like a good place to be living.
Well, my business ain't bad, I can tell you that much. Santa Monica's gone downhill. Used to be pretty nice, I guess. We do a higher volume now than we did a few years ago, but we gotta deal with a lot more bail jumpers and crap like that.
It sounds like Santa Monica has seen better days.
Hell yeah, I ain't complaining. I'm in a good position to watch it all just slide right down the tubes, you know what I mean?
You get a lot of bail jumpers, I assume.
Of course, goes with the business. Then you sick the bounty hunter on them.
That's gotta be an interesting job.
You betcha. I used to do some bounty hunting myself back in the day. Takes a solid set of brass balls to make a good bounty hunter, I'll tell you that much.
Is the bounty hunter you have now any good?
Yep, damn good. His name's Carson, and he's great at what he does when he wants to do it. I can't seem to find him now, though. He's pissing me off, to be honest. I need him to go find someone.
Use the bounty hunter you had before Carson.
His name's Knox. I can't seem to find him now, too.
I think I heard that name before.
Well, I don't feel right cutting costs and losing
Knox
just
became a
yet. We
ghoul.
go way back. I knew his father, too. Tell you what, since I'm stuck here, why don't you go look for him? Just real quick. I'll pay you for your time.
Friggin' Chicken recently challenged several random people to...
I suppose I could, but you'd better make it worth my while.
Great, great. I suppose the first place you should look is his apartment in Santa Monica Suites. Apartment 1, I think it is. Maybe you'll find something there to let you know where he's got himself to. Here's a key card. That'll let you in.
I'll find him.
What is this? Sir, take a test for me?
Sure. Seriously, drive these up your
Here, try this one.
Hey. Motherfucking great chicken right there.
It's a parody of like
friggin'
those
chicken.
chicken commercials.
Right. Are you feeding me cat?
Try this.
Holy fuck. That's good. What the fuck is this shit? 9 out of 10 people preferred friggin' chicken over the competition. Why?
Cause that's some good fucking chicken. I mean, friggin' chicken.
Friggin' chicken. You'll swear it's the best
You'll
ever
swear
had.
it's the
It was
best
like
you've
the
ever
Talking
had.
Movie, and the talking pig, and even the talking car in that show. You know the one I'm talking about. But now prepare for the most hilarious talkingest normally mute object yet. Steve Cash, a New York banker and recent whittler down on his luck.
And 10 makes 100. Here's your money, ma'am.
Ma'am, I happen to have a glandular problem. That's it. I'm withdrawing all my millions from this bank.
Cash! She's an ATM machine with the soul of his dead wife.
There's something familiar about this ATM machine.
I love you.
Wow, those marketing guys are geniuses.
Together, they're learning to make the most of their special situation.
So that girl from accounting used me today.
Really?
She wasn't like everybody else. When she pushed my buttons, she was very gentle.
Oh, honey, if you don't stop, I'm gonna have to make a deposit.
Transferring cash. Wednesdays at 8:30 in the BMC. Yellow teeth and spots in your dirty dishes.
It's incredible.
Look at that shine.
Your smile or these dinner plates?
Harnessing the secrets of ancient Egypt, now there's a dishwashing detergent so powerful, it doesn't just leave your dishes spotless, it actually whitens your teeth. Patented time-release spiritoids remove caked-on food and grease and remain on the plate to be absorbed into your food to clean your teeth while you eat. Dazatron, the dishwashing detergent of the future for cleaner plates and whiter teeth. Last year, Democratic candidate Michael Redmond bought a sports utility vehicle. 3 months later, there were 2 separate incidents.
It's political. Anyway, I shouldn't get too distracted by that. I need to move on. So, for the Thin Blood quest, I should find this car. Gee, where would we find a car in this place? Right, there's a parking garage. So there should be a red car here with license plate Gaikoni. So is that it? Nope, it's blurry. It's gonna be something that's really, really readable, I suppose. There it is. Hey, it's a tire iron that we can sell, and a diary. Found Lily's journal. This seems to be a woman's diary. April 30, 2003. I met a guy today at the asylum. He's so beautiful. Oh my god. His name is Rolf and he is from Germany. European men are just so classy compared to boring California boys. He asked to see me tomorrow night. I wonder if he's rich. He looks rich. I'm going to go shopping tomorrow and pick up something that won't make me look like a big fat pig. Can't wait to see him. I think it's getting serious with Rolf. He told me he wanted to give me something very special next week. So, oh wow, that's like 3 weeks later. He wanted to give me something very special next week, and if it's what I think it is, it's about damn time. I thought Europeans were supposed to be less uptight about this sort of thing. June 6, 2003. I woke up at 9 p.m. today. That would be strange in itself, except I don't remember going to sleep last night. In fact, I don't remember anything since last Saturday night when Rolf was over. I woke up late again. I haven't eaten anything in 4 days. I don't know what's wrong with me. Rolf came over last night. He said the reason I hadn't eaten anything was because I needed blood. He said it was all I could eat now, that I wouldn't feel hungry anymore if I drank some. He had a bag of it from the local blood bank. I tried to refuse, but I couldn't. What's happening to me? So a month later, Rolf said he's going to have to leave soon. He said the people are trying to force him out of the country. He didn't say anything about taking me with him. Okay, so next month I had to bail Rolf out of jail today. He was arrested because his visa expired. He looked frightened. I'm afraid he's going to leave. So 4 months later, well, less than 4 months later, I haven't seen or heard from Rolf since the night I bailed him out. I don't know what to do. I thought he cared about me. Why did he do this to me? So, April, I talked with this guy I met in the Surfside until 5 this morning. When I told him I had to go, I felt like Cinderella. He seemed like a prince. That's E. Yep. I met that guy from the Surfside again. He has no idea what I am. I brought E, the guy from the Surfside, back to my apartment last night. He said he's going back to Australia in a few days, now that the tournament's coming to an end. I don't want him to leave. I've never felt this way about someone before, not even Rolf. E kissed me last night, and I couldn't stop myself from biting into his neck, but I drank too much, and I gave him my blood to save him. When I explained it all to him, he said he never wanted to see me again. What have I done? I haven't been able to feed since that night with E. I'm afraid of what will happen. I remember Rolf brought blood from the blood bank. Maybe if I can sneak in, I can grab a few bags and get out before anyone catches me. There's a clue. So the blood bank is in the hospital. And there's an alternate entrance to it, a side entrance next to the asylum. There we go. So this is the hospital building, and if you just turn here, there we go. There's the blood bank downstairs. And since earlier we bluffed the lady up front that we were here to fix the server, we can open the door and just go through that instead of having to go the long way around.
You next up for the needle? Your donation could save a life, you know. Oh. But isn't it a little late for altruism? I don't think you're here to give blood at all. I don't buy it, Jack. I bet you're here to take blood. Am I right?
You offering?
Right down to business. None of this pretend I don't drink blood shit. Very refreshing to find a decisive customer. I respect that. So, what'll it be?
So basically, this guy is the potion merchant in this game, to use RPG terms. I need to get into the back room.
Employees only. Them's the rules of the queen bitch herself.
It's okay, the queen bitch gave me her okay. Go ahead, call her.
She did, huh? Queen bitch told me never to let anyone back there. I remember her repeating it over and over in that cold, pretentious voice of hers.
Go ahead, call her.
Opened.
I'll get back to work. Yeah, we did it! Oh, here's... which door? This one. He opened this door. So basically, she was last seen in the blood bank. And we're gonna, I guess, talk to people?
Who are you? What are you doing back here?
If you don't know, you shouldn't be asking.
Oh. You here for the special sauce?
What do you think?
Okay, stupid question, Phil. She's in the freezer. Today's code is... think, Phil. It's, moon landing, 1969.
Right, thanks. Persuasion. So, one of the freezers. So, this is the only freezer with a... hold on. There it is. This is the only freezer with a lock. None of the others have it. These are just, regular freezers. I guess that makes sense because you would have to transport the blood very quickly. $1969. So I'm gonna actually save the game here because this This part is very buggy and has a chance to get stuck. There's the Adventures of Toothy McBloodsucker 02. There's a tendency for this scene to get stuck, and you can't get out of it without reloading.
Hunger. I need it. A drop of it on my tongue, sliding down my throat. The hot flash in my brain lighting up my body. I can smell it everywhere. Blood.
What happened to you?
Let me go. It's painful, like I'm going to die. It's calling. Never felt like this before. Let me go. I can smell it. I have to have it.
Hold on, I'll let you go.
Huh? Oh. Huh?
You don't look well at all.
Oh, sweet mother of God!
Nom 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 nom.
The heat. It's never been so satisfying. All of it. I drank until I heard his heart stop, and I was sucking on a dry, dead artery. It was euphoric. But I've killed him. I've never killed anyone before. What happened? What came over me?
The beast took over. It happens.
Beast? What is that? Why couldn't I stop myself? Why did it feel so right?
Shh, calm down. It's all right.
I tried to steal some blood. I heard they sold it. I was hungry, and I can't hunt in town. They caught me, and I was trapped. Thought I'd never escape, but I killed a man. I have to get out of here.
Who are you?
My name is Lily.
Lily? You're the one E told me about.
E? You know E? How do you know E?
He asked me if I knew anything about Thin Bloods, which is how I found you.
I tried to tell E about his condition, but he was so furious at me for what I'd made him into, he wouldn't listen. A Thin Blood, from what I've been told, is a vampire whose blood is weaker than most.
Go on.
Rolf, my sire, told me some vampires consider Thin Bloods a bad omen and want them destroyed. Rolf wasn't a Thin Blood, and apparently I am. I don't know why. Rolf abandoned me. His group wouldn't take me in. They said I was a liability. He left me with so many questions. And I did the same thing to E, but I didn't want to leave E. He forced me out of his life. I should go. I have to get out of here. Maybe out of the city. Soon.
You should go see you should go see E on the beach. He said he forgives you. He wants to see you.
E doesn't hate me anymore?
No, quite the opposite. You should talk to him.
I'll go see him. Thank you.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Oh, about tonight, what I did? Please, don't tell E. It's not my fault. I couldn't control it. I've never done anything like this before. I'm no killer.
I promise, Lily, it's not your fault. You couldn't help it. Goodbye. Alright, let's see if my character gets stuck. He did get stuck.
You have to go and let that bitch out? There's one less Phil in the world now. Why'd you have to let her go and eat him, huh? Now I'll never get to do in that bastard myself. Well, you know what? No blood for you. No more!
What incident? Nothing happened back there. I was just buying blood.
Right. A transaction. Green for red. Interested?
Yes, I'd like to make a withdrawal. Yeah, we did it. Anyway, I guess I'm just gonna open this door. Oh, I can't. So now all that's left to do is to go back to the beach. So while I'm walking there, I had a similar, I wouldn't say it was similar because the person I reconnected with actually never hated me. So a year ago, a friend of mine basically told me and told everyone that I was making a mutual friend upset to the point of, you know, making her suicidal. And they told me that my friend didn't want to talk to me anymore. And I only recently discovered that that was all bullshit. She made everything up. The accusations, my friend becoming suicidal. It was a lot to take in. But the relief I felt when I finally got to talk to the other person and they told me that, they didn't have a beef with me, that felt good. What felt bad, though, is that we're in the middle of a pandemic and I can't just, go and see them because, they're taking care of their old grandparent, which kind of sucks. But, hey, I got my friend back. Like, she got her friend back.
Hi.
How did it go with E?
This life's been hard on him, both of us, but he forgives me. We're leaving soon. I have some family with a place out in the middle of nowhere in Oregon. It should be okay for us to stay out there, as long as we're together.
So, as a genre-savvy vampire player, that's a really bad idea. You're in the middle of nowhere with some family in Oregon. You don't have a lot of people to eat, so you might randomly, eat your family members. Unless, you have some alternative food source. You probably want your stuff back then. Here, take it.
Thank you.
Keep your love alive. Goodbye.
You brought my Lily back. She told me all about what happened. I don't know why you helped us, but your blood's worth bottling. I'll never let her go again. Thank you.
You're welcome, E. Keep her safe.
We're gonna be getting out of LA soon. Too dangerous here. Rosa told us something big's about to happen, and I don't want to be here when the Jack comes out of the box.
Smiling Jack. The Jack comes out of the box? I don't like the sound of that. Goodbye, E. Alright, so I've been streaming for an hour and 18 minutes. Can I do another quest? Yeah, fuck it. Let's do this. Let's do the Bondsman quest. With Carson. I think this will lead... Yeah, this will probably lead us to our first boss fight of the game. So Main Street is that way to the left. Jump. Alright, so... There we go. Carson's apartment key. So, what's this? Is a phone? Here it is.
Check. Is this thing recording? God, I hate these things.
Also,
anyway,
skill book.
The McGee case is getting weirder all the time. I found where he's been hiding and I saw some really creepy stuff down there. There was no sign of McGee. I'm gonna follow up on another lead I got too. I updated the files on the computer. This is Carson signing off. Man, that sounds stupid.
So I found another skill book. It's So You Want to Shoot Things. Using a gun is simple, easy, and fun for the whole family. First, get a gun. Preferably something for home defense, like an automatic rifle. Second, check to see if the gun is loaded. If not, do so. Third, find a target. We recommend inanimate objects if no muggers are around. Fourth, shoot. Feel the power. This book increases your firearm skill. So since this is a basic skill book, I can safely read it without wasting XP. Alright, so he said the computer. Oop, what is that? You're not strong enough to move this. What? What the hell? Can I move this? Oh, I can't blood buff. God damn it. McGee. Hacking. I can hack! Himalaya. Ooh, that's an NPC we'll meet later on. Location. McGee is hiding in the tattoo parlor in Santa Monica. Key. Don't forget the key on the to the tattoo parlor. It's on top of the TV. So, who is Amalia? It's this lady. She was a model before she got turned into a Nosferatu vampire. Tattoo parlor key. It's like a key card. Ooh, what's that? Silver ring. Yay! Something to sell. That's odd. I can move the table? What the hell? Okay. Anyway, I don't need to do that right now. So there is a map in this game. You can't pull it out. You can't, I guess, what's the term? It's not something you can pull up like the journal. You actually have to go to this sign here. Santa Monica. So I am here. I'm looking at that sign. And the tattoo place, Devil's Brand Tattoo, is number 9. It's over here. Yes, right here. Right next to the hospital, just in case you get people infected. Open. Alright, so I don't think there's really anything here. I know there's nothing here, so I'm just gonna go downstairs. See a lot of creepy shit. Oh, what's that? Wednesday, 12 p.m. Gimble's Prosthetics, 310-555-0142. Oh, need to stop pressing escape. Quick cash for modeling. Call Gimble's Prosthetics. That's totally not, normal. And I guess we're gonna use this. Hi, is this Gimble's Prosthetics?
Hello? Might I speak with Mr. McGee?
Oh, I'm using his phone, but he doesn't seem to be here at the moment. Can I help you?
Well, I'm not sure. I had an appointment with him a few days ago, but he never seemed to show up. Do you know when he'll return?
I don't, actually. What sort of appointment was this?
Well, Mr. McGee was going to be doing some modeling for me. Medical reference for the work that I do here in the studio. It's a shame, really. The proposition would have been quite lucrative for him.
Really? Maybe I could come down and model for you.
Why, yes, that sounds delightful. Perhaps you could come down to my studio and we can sort out the details.
Sounds good. Where are you located?
I'm at the end of Main Street, small basement studio. The sign says Gimble's Prosthetics. Just ring the buzzer and I'll let you in.
Sounds good. I'll be there in a little while. So I see they changed the dialogue here because it didn't make sense that, as soon as I come here, the phone rings and then it just so happens to be Gimble. I answer it and then he invites me to come over. So now we go down the end and to this basement area here. Gimble's Prosthetics. That is totally not creepy. It goes down to what I assume is a Cold War era bunker.
Yes? May I help you?
Hello, I spoke with you on the phone a little while ago.
Oh, right. I'll buzz you in.
Thanks. Sewers offer great protection and secrecy to vampires who wish it.
Hello! Welcome to Gimble's Prosthetics and Medical Supplies. You're here for the modeling job? Good. You seem to have rather well-developed limbs, if you don't mind me saying so.
Who are you?
Oh, yes, forgive me. My name is Gimble. Stanley Gimble. But, oh, dear, let us dispense with formalities. You can call me Stan.
No relation to Stanley Parable. Tell me a little about yourself, Stan.
Me? Oh, I'm just trying to make things a little easier for those who find themselves disadvantaged. Giving a helping hand, you might say. A leg up. Bloody clever, that one.
You seem disadvantaged yourself.
Oh, you mean the arm? Yes, that's an interesting story, if you've got the time for one.
I'd love to hear it, Stan.
Well, you might say I have a certain love affair with the human anatomy. An obsession, really.
That's putting it mildly.
A natural occupation in which to focus my enthusiasm, as it were.
And your arm?
Well, I came to realize that I would never truly reach mastery in prosthetics without knowing what it was like to have to use one.
Wait, you did?
And so I decided, quite out of the blue actually, to cut off my own arm. My work, as you can well imagine, has quite improved since then.
Now that's dedication. Can we take some pictures now?
Aha! An eager participant. Very good. Just give me a few moments to get
His
my
equipment.
ready, and then come on in and we'll get started.
Okay. Yes, totally not creepy. Ooh, Carnival. Yeah, that's the newspaper we saw earlier. So the newspapers in this game update as you progress through the game and through the various quests. Hey, those mannequins are totally not creepy. Hey, this is totally not creepy. Oh, look, there's a mannequin. I guess, oh, can I actually lift that? Oh, interesting. They made it interactive. Well, ooh, I didn't know I could open this. Huh, was that openable before? I didn't realize that. Is there anything to pick up here? Nothing. Okay, they just made it openable. Hey, there's a fridge. Oh look, blood packs. That looks ominous, and there's a camera. Yoink. Oh, I can't. I can't nudge it over. Can I? Nope, it's stuck to the floor. Alright, let's go down this creepy, rusted Cold War era bunker with these jail cells. Ha! That looks really ominous. And look, there's like a... looks like the outline of a decayed body or a burned body. And here's another room with surgical tools. Why would a prosthetics guy need surgical tools? Oh, hey, look, there's quite a mess here. He needs the cleaning power of Pine Sol, baby. So before I head down there for the fight, it's 5, 6, and 7. Yeah. I probably just need fortitude. Oh.
Huh? Oh, hey, help! You gotta get me out of here, man. This guy's a freaking nut job.
Ooh, Gimble?
Who, Gimble? Yeah, Gimble. That guy's been taking pieces off of me and McGee over here for the last 3 days. He's crazy, man. Freaking crazy.
Okay, now how do I open this door? Alright. I probably have the blood buff so I don't die. There we go, knock him down. Sadly, I can't feed on him. That would make it a lot faster. And he's dead! Yeah! We just took out a serial killer. Not the other serial killer vampire. Did my character get stuck? Okay, he did not get stuck. I was worried there for a moment.
Thanks, man. You're a lifesaver. I wasn't sure I was gonna make it. I'm telling you, I've been on some weird cases, but this one takes the cake.
You're Carson, I take it?
Yeah, that's me. How did you know?
Arthur Kilpatrick sent me.
He did? Oh man, that's solid. I owe that guy big. I hope I can figure out a way to get him back for this.
He's got some work for you, so you should head back to the office.
What? Oh no, man. No. Not for me anymore. Look at my hand. Gimble took my trigger finger for a trophy. I'm all through with this business.
His finger.
I hate to leave Arthur in a lurch, but that's just the way it is.
I understand. I'll give him the bad news. See ya.
Thanks again. Don't worry, I'll take care of old Stumpy here.
You better do. Alright, XP, and that's, I guess that's where McGee is. I think he dropped the, the severed arm weapon. You can club people with a severed arm. So, when I first played this game, I did not understand the significance of this pile of clothes. But then I realized, hey, these are the clothes of all of his victims. Look at all of those clothes. He just dumped them there. Anyway, severed arm. Squish. Is it better? No, it's not really better. It's like a lot weaker than the tire iron. This reminds me of the severed arm weapon from Team Fortress. It's basically Spy's severed hand that the scout can use as a club. Alright, so let's go back to Arthur Kilpatrick and turn in the quest. How much XP do I have? I have 13 XP. Fuck yeah. That's nice. So, what I can actually do is, there's a quest here that requires me to have Inspection 3. If you have, I think, Inspection 3 or higher, when you talk to Knox, you can, I think, what is it? I believe you can figure out that he's lying about the whole thing, and you can get him to reveal that Bertram basically sent him your way to manipulate you into assassinating another vampire for him. It nets us 2 XP over what we normally get. So if I had put 2 points in investigation, I would, be spending 4 points in something that's ultimately wasted. But if I spend it here, since I need persuasion anyway, it's going to be a net 2 XP for the end of the game. Alright, so let's go back to Arthur Kilpatrick. What's this? We are moving. Seymour's Coffee Shop will be moving to a new location on the main boulevard of Hollywood. Dear customers, please visit us there soon. Okay?
No.
All right. So, I'll probably be entering the asylum in my next session tomorrow. I will be just doing the rest of his quest line here, and then I'll call it a day.
Hello, LA.
Before I get ready for work. Arthur.
What's shaking?
I found Carson. Unfortunately, he's not coming back.
What? Ain't coming back? What do you mean he ain't coming back?
His trigger finger got cut off by a psychopath.
Man, that's a tough one. Bounty hunter ain't no good without his trigger finger. Well, hell, that really leaves me in hot water, boy. Gonna cost old Arthur real good.
Sorry, but can you pay me now?
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Here you are.
Thanks, you were saying?
I got this guy with a sheet a mile long, put in on 3 warrants. His girlfriend put up for the bond, and now he missed the court date. I can't get in touch with either of them. Want a job?
I might be interested.
Well, it won't be much of a job since you ain't licensed and all, but until I can get me another bounty hunter, I need you to find out if this guy skipped town or what.
So you just want me to find out if he's here or not?
Yeah, no body attachment or nothing. Just find out if he's here or where he went. I'll pay you. Deal?
I suppose I could do that.
Great, all right. The guy's name is Mike Durbin. Goes by the name Muddy. His girlfriend put up for his bond. She lives over there above Tripp's pawn shop. Her name is Marian Murrieta, but I haven't been able to get in touch with her.
So just head over to her place?
That's right. Marianne Murrieta. In them
crappy places above the pawn shop.
Find out where the hell Muddy is, where is he going, whatever. But be careful. You're not licensed, and if anything bad goes down, I don't know you. You hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
All right. Come back when you got some info. Thanks in advance.
I'll let you know as soon as I find out something. So, basically, that's a clue right there. The serial killer was talking to Mr. Milton, who asked him to bring his friend Mr. Durbin. And we now are being sent to find a Mr. Durbin. Apartment above a pawn shop. Hey, that's where we live. So I guess I'm going to go home as well and check my email, which will probably have a quest from the prince. That quest is triggered by entering the hospital for the first time, I believe. Alrighty, so let's go here.
Sorry, man.
He bumped into me, sorry. Alright, so that's not it. It's this one, I believe. Ooh, look at that, a spare key. A spare key to here. Yep.
Hey, Mayor, it's Mike. Look, I gotta head downtown for a few days, maybe longer. If Reno calls, tell him to meet me down there. We got something to discuss, apparently. I'll be at Milton's place in the Skyline Lofts 2A. Sorry, baby. I'll explain everything later.
Skyline Lofts 2A. That's a clue right there. Shwing. Let's just see what's in here. Is there anything here? Nope. Nothing to loot. I remember there was a... Yeah, there it is. There's a skill book there. Peepin, a voyeur's field guide. Peep is not just for lonely, perverted losers anymore. In fact, these 3 psychologists say it's a healthy form of sexual expression. Every good voyeur needs to develop a sneaking game. Get used to crouching and evenly distributing the weight as you walk. Stick to shadows and behind cover. You'll be taping today's in no time. This will raises your stealth skill. Ding. Alright, so my stealth is now 3. That's good. And now I guess let's go to my apartment. It's actually across the hall from my apartment. Okay. Go here. Let's check our email. 1 are unread. It's almost like I already know what is coming. I've played this before. Subject, a favor from LaCroix. It has come to our attention that a sample of werewolf blood has made it into the hands of the local tabloid, and that they have sent it on to the clinic in Santa Monica for testing. The responsible party has been dealt with, most painfully, I can assure you, but for obvious reasons we can't have anyone testing the blood. Please retrieve the blood sample from the clinic and leave it in your mailbox. You will be compensated accordingly. Alright, that's our next side quest. So, I've been streaming for a little less than an hour and 40 minutes, so I guess it's a good time to end it here. Let's do our save game. I guess I'm gonna overwrite it here. This is just so I can, I guess, get to the next one. This is my second day streaming this game, so let's overwrite. Okay. And that's it. Escape, main menu, and okay. Well, folks, thanks for joining me playing Vampire Bloodlines. I'll be back tomorrow around the same time, 8 a.m. Central Time. And the day after that. On Wednesday, I'm planning on going to the St. Louis Aquarium in Union Station here in Missouri. So I probably won't be streaming because I'll be spending most of the day outside. Anyway, this has been Dale Keter. Thank you for watching, and good morning.